Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another broadcast. Today I want to talk about The Amazing Spider-Man number 32, or more specifically that time Marvel writer Dan Slott turned Norman Osborn into Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. Here's the quick rundown of the entire issue, and keep in mind that we're talking about The Amazing Spider-Man. Norman Osborn has decided he needs a touch of madness, i.e. the insanity of the Goblin, to defeat Spider-Man, but nanites the hero put into his system prevent the Goblin serum from working. Medical professionals across different fields, conventional and unconventional, tell Norman that they can't figure out how to circumvent the nanites. Norman then travels to some remote part of the globe and contacts a secret order of mystic monks in his attempts to reclaim his goblinness. He is instructed to touch the Emerald Oracle of Icon, which will reveal his potential as a practitioner of the mystic arts. A scene unfolds that indicates Osborn has the potential to become incredibly powerful in the mystic arts, although readers aren't initially clued in that it's all an illusion created by the Oracle. Shocker! Osborn would abuse the power given to him and turn against the monks. They tell him that he will be forbidden from dealing with any of the other orders of monks, but he says it's all been worth it because I can be him again. You've shown me that much. It is possible. He's still inside me, and I'll find a way to let him out. I'll find a way. Like I said, this is straight out of Dumb and Dumber. Instead of Lloyd ridiculously saying, "So you're telling me there's a chance," even though he doesn't have a chance, Osborn essentially says, "So you're telling me there's a chance that I can be the Goblin," even though every reader under the sun knows that there is always a chance that the Green Goblin will return to his goblin ways. My point is that while some people are going to be shocked that Dan Slott finally tried to spend some time on character development in The Amazing Spider-Man, the whole exercise was a waste in time because he told readers what is self-evident with the Green Goblin, i.e., he will find a way to unlock his inner demons to fight Spider-Man. Question: why does Dan Slott only seem to engage in character studies when he's dealing with villains? In a Spider-Man book, Peter Parker literally died, and when he was resurrected, he didn't even spend a single panel reflecting on what exactly it means to be resurrected from the dead. The guy essentially was given the Lazarus treatment, and all he seemed to care about was having his out-of-the-blue Asian girlfriend feed him dumplings with chopsticks. Note, the same out-of-the-blue girlfriend that would literally try and kill him a few issues later and then somehow manage to keep her job. But I digress. As we wrap up, I should note that this review dovetails nicely with a Dan Slott tweet on the health of the comics industry, in which he recently said, "If I had cash for every time someone said the comic industry was dying, it wouldn't be dying." I kid. Seriously though, we've been here before. Okay, first of all, when exactly have sales ever been this horrible? This is a guy with perhaps the strongest selling book at Marvel, and it dipped into the 50 to 60K range the last time I checked. I think it was high 50s. That is on Spider-Man, a character with a ready-made army of completist fans and iconic superhero status. That's embarrassing. Also, if we've, quote, been here before, and it is this bad, why is Dan Slott acting so nonchalant about it? This guy is like a creative arsonist who sets fire to his employer's home, and then when the neighbors start screaming, he says, "Don't worry, it'll burn itself out before it gets to the master bedroom." Sales are in the tubes at Marvel because Dan Slott spends all day tweeting about Donald Trump while flippantly dismissing Marvel's downward sales spiral of death. Sales stink at Marvel these days because guys like Dan Slott turn Norman Osborn into Jim Carrey's Lloyd Christmas for an entire issue of ASM instead of rehabilitating the damage done to Peter Parker Wayne Zuckerberg Stark. So now Tony Stark is dead, but in the future he's the Sorcerer Supreme. Dr. Doom is Iron Man. Dr. Octopus is Spider-Man except when he's not. Peter Parker is a faux Tony Stark except when he's not. Cap is a Nazi except when he's a memory of Kobik. Thor is She-Thor. And maybe the Green Goblin will soon be Dr. Doom. Who knows? The writers at Marvel are creatively finger painting with your favorite characters, and over the course of the past 5 or 10 years, they've presented you with a giant blob of mishmashed colors. And if you don't like it, then it's because you simply don't appreciate the finger painting skills of Dan Slott and Nick Spencer and the rest of their friends. That's about it for now, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. Sound off on Norman Osborn's Dumb and Dumber moment, Dan Slott's analysis of the comic industry, dedicating an entire issue of The Amazing Spider-Man to telling fans that the Green Goblin will continue to be the Green Goblin, and anything else related to the book in the comments section below. And as always, if you like what you've seen here, then head on over to douglasernst.blog for more coverage just like this. See you next time.